La Fenice was a maze of corridors, but the way to the stalls was well signposted. She ran towards the stairway, down and down and down, her wide organza skirt brushing the marble walls, silver heels soundless on the carpeted steps. Within seconds, she'd reached the scene. Most of the audience had slipped away, taking Archie's advice, she thought angrily, but a small number had gathered around the prone figure. The women patted the jewels at their necks. The men pulled on their satin lapels, no one knowing quite what to say or what to do. Several of the singers, still in their costumes, not the principals, Nancy noted, had emerged from behind the stage curtains and joined the small group. They must have witnessed the terrible fall. There were whispers among the crowd. Nancy spoke enough Italian to manage a rough translation. Terrible accident. Or maybe worse. Someone spoke quietly to their neighbour. La povera signora. Troppe emotiva. And then the word suicido. She sidled forward until she was part of the circle. A woman's body she could see now, and quite dead. She felt sick to her stomach. It seemed that disaster pursued her wherever she went. The woman had fallen into the aisle that separated the two banks of red velvet stalls, and so escaped further mutilation. That was something for which to be thankful, though when Nancy looked down at the twisted figure, she was filled with an immense sorrow. A large red stain bloomed from behind the head, hardly noticeable against the brilliant-hued carpet, unless you were looking hard. She gave a loud gasp. She knew the woman. She had spoken to her only hours before. Archie had followed hard on her heels and was at her shoulder. "We have to go." His voice was uncompromising, the usual Cornish lilt submerged beneath harsh command. "I know this lady," Nancy said softly. He ignored her and repeated, "We have to go, now." Her heart went out to the broken figure lying amid a pool of blood. She wanted to gather the woman up, smooth her hair, hold her close. She had spoken to her for less than an hour, yet she'd felt a deep sadness in her, one that was greater than simple loneliness. It had been the oddest thing, Nancy thought, the way she had sensed an immediate bond with this stranger, as though she had met a soulmate. Archie's insistent tap on her arm made her round on him. "I should stay. I should speak to the police when they come." He looked mystified. "What good will that do?" "I told you. I met this lady earlier today. At the gelateria, on the Saturday." "What has that to do with anything?" Puzzlement had turned into annoyance. "She was involved in a nasty incident there, and I should tell the police about it." It had been nasty. Nancy remembered how she'd tensed at the loud voices, her hands feeling clammy as the familiar sense of panic threatened to overwhelm her. But somehow she'd managed to contain her fear. She wasn't in London now. She was in Venice, safe, with Leo. It had happened just as she was finishing the most perfect ice cream. She couldn't remember when she'd enjoyed an ice cream more, but the sound of raised voices had made her lift her head sharply. The now lifeless figure lying at her feet was being harangued by a young man, his voice growing even louder. He was towering over her in an intimidating manner, his hands gesticulating wildly, his body language threatening, until the woman had had no choice but to back away, one leg limping badly. The waiter who had served Nancy earlier seemed about to intervene when the young man, with one final aggressive gesture, had turned abruptly and strode away, his hands in the pockets of a pair of shabby trousers. "Whatever you witnessed, keep it to yourself." Archie's irritation broke through her thoughts. "I've been told to escort you, and that's what I'll do. Are you coming?" In the few days Nancy had known him, she'd been made to feel Archie Jago's resentment hot and clear. He was implacable now, standing at her shoulder, tight-lipped and glowering. Yet the feeling that she owed something to the woman who'd befriended her, the feeling that the incident at the cafe was important, persisted still. "I think I should stay," she said defiantly. "The only way I can help the poor woman now is to tell the police what I know. Leo would want me to." Archie was unmoved. "Leo would want you home, not at a police station for hours. And for what?"